back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be another natural hair video. I'm going to be walking you guys step by step through how I make my aloe vera juice to detangle my very dry hair. I am also going to be showing you step by step how to make the juice and also the best way to use the aloe vera for best results. So if you want to see how I do this, then please stay tuned for the video. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Mercy, and on this channel, I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging. I talk about feminine hygiene. I do some natural hair videos, and I just do a little bit of everything. So if you would like to join the family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button so you'll never miss another video from me again. And for my returned viewers, I like to say welcome back. Okay, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. For those of you who have been following me for a while now, you know that for about a week or a week and a half, I've had a twist out. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. But yeah, I was just wearing a really nice twist out for about a week and a half or so. And then once it started getting really old to the point where I couldn't style it anymore, I turned it into this high bun. So that is what I'm working with here. But the thing with that is, because I haven't added any product to my hair, it's kind of dry. So the only way for me to get it back to where it's manageable is to use my aloe vera juice. So that is basically what this video is about, and I'm going to show you guys how effective this is. But first thing first, let me show you what my hair looks like. Okay, so as I said, I've had my hair in a bun now for about a few days. I have a rubber band in. This is the rubber band. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. All right, so there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pop it out. And this is what I'm working with. So as you can see, I still have a few curls in there. And there is absolutely no way that I can take a comb to my hair, especially when it's in this state. Only because I don't want to cause breakage to my hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rat tail comb and section my hair off. Let me show you guys up close what I'm talking about. See that? See how thick that is? As I said, I'm just going to section my hair off, and then I'm going to show you real quick how I make the aloe vera juice for those of you guys who haven't, I guess, seen me make it before, and then we'll move on to detangling the hair. So first thing first, let me part my hair into a few sections. I always start out with a comb, but I end up not using the comb just because I don't like to, especially a small comb like this, absolutely not for my hair. So I normally just use this part to help me make my part. And then I end up using my finger to separate the hair. I am all about being gentle with my hair, just because when you're too rough, it causes a lot of breakage. And that is not what we want. We want to be able to retain our length. So in order to do that, you have to be very gentle with your hair so you're not breaking it every time you touch it or, you know, style it. This is basically my pre-poo to get me ready for wash day. So this makes it so much easier for me. One thing I do like is the fact that the aloe vera is natural, so that eliminates any kind of chemicals that I would have to use as a detangler or anything like that. Not that I don't put other products in my hair, but I try to limit or even eliminate any process that would cause me to use any kind of chemical or anything processed. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just separating my hair. As I said, being very careful. I could grab it and just pull it apart, but guess what that's going to be doing? That is going to break my hair like crazy. So when you do this, make sure you have some time on your hand and make sure that you're not in a rush to get it done, because you will end up breaking your hair because you're in a rush. Okay, so there. The part is not perfect, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be. And guys, let me show you the aloe vera I'm going to be using to make the juice. Look how huge this is. This is huge. It's fat. Look at that. Look at all that meat. That's going to produce a lot of juice. So if you're going to use something big like this, you only need one. Sometimes you don't even need the whole thing. I feel like from here to here is going to give you all the juice you need. Anyways, let me show you real quick how I make the juice, and then we'll come back to detangling. Okay family, here we go. This is the aloe vera that I'm going to be using. As you can see, I've already showed you guys before, but it's nice and big. Not all of them look like this, but I got lucky with this one. So I only needed to buy one, and this was only $1.99. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move on to washing it. You want to make sure you wash it really good to get rid of all the dirt and any other debris that is on the aloe vera. And also, a lot of people like to soak it beforehand because they say that it helps eliminate the itching sensation that it has. I personally don't experience a lot of itching. It does itch a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It's just a funny little tingling sensation, and then it goes away after a while. So I'm just gonna rinse it off, and then we're gonna go on to cutting it. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna lay it here on the cutting board. I'm not gonna use the whole thing because it's pretty big, as I said. So I'm only gonna use the bigger half of it. And then this piece I'm gonna put in the refrigerator for maybe baby Nadia's hair. So moving on to the piece that I am going to use. I normally like to cut this part off because that is pretty much not usable. And then I'm gonna cut off the sharp edges here just so I don't cut myself when I peel the aloe vera. When you do this, you want to make sure you're not cutting too deep into the aloe vera because you can waste it that way. So I'm just going to cut off both sides here, and then I'm going to start cutting it. Okay, so I'm going to cut the aloe vera in a few little pieces, and then I'm going to take those same little pieces and split them into two. That way I'm going to be able to scoop it out. But real quick, I just wanted to show you guys the gel. How cool is this? This is the magic fluid. This is the gel we want to detangle our hair. This is what you can use to either make your aloe vera oil, your aloe vera leave-in conditioner, or your pre-poo or detangling solution. Okay, so here we go. Once I'm done splitting all my aloe vera, I'm gonna grab this bowl and a spoon to start scooping it up. You can use any bowl or any spoon. The only reason I'm using a clear bowl here is because I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop up the aloe vera. And whenever I scoop it up, I like to scrape really good to make sure that I get all the contents out. So that is what I'm doing here. And this is where some people say they experience the itching sensation. Again, it does itch a little bit, but it's not really that bad, and it does go away after a while. Okay, after that, I'm gonna grab another clear bowl, grab my sifter, and then grab my aloe vera, and then I'm gonna strain it through. As you can see, the juice is still pretty thick, but the longer you let it sit, it's going to turn into something like a watery consistency. So I'm just gonna grab my spray bottle, grab my funnel, and then funnel the fluid through. I only use this method because I'm kind of messy. I don't want to spill my aloe vera all over the place. Okay, so here we go. We have our aloe vera in our spray bottle and we're ready to use it. Okay, family, we're back, so let's get this started. So what I'm going to be using is this wide tooth comb, my detangling brush, and I'm also going to be using my aloe vera juice. That right there. So I already have my hair sectioned off. I have 3 sections. Let me show you the back. So I have the back, this side, and this side. So I'm going to be starting off on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my aloe vera juice. It's gonna get a little bit messy, so I'm gonna use this blanket to cover up my bed so I don't make a big mess. I'm also using a white blanket so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take my aloe vera juice. I like to start spraying from the ends of my hair. Work my way up, making sure to get every portion of my hair. Guys, the thing about my hair is the front, I want to say from here all the way to here, is not curly. The rest of my hair is super curly, but the front part, like this part right here, look at that. It takes forever to curl up. So I don't know, I'm thinking about cutting it so it can you know, be the same length as the rest of my hair, but it just annoys me because it doesn't have the same curl pattern as the rest of my hair. Is anybody else like that? I feel like the back of my hair is way curlier than the front of my hair. So anyways, I'm just still spraying this stuff. And the aloe vera juice also helps me define my curls. So when I do this, I like to make sure that I'm getting my scalp, getting the root of my hair, getting the ends, getting the middle parts, just getting everywhere because you want the aloe vera juice to, you know, do its thing. The front finally curled up, but it's still not as curly as the back of my hair, I promise you. When I do this and let it dry, the rest of my hair curls up really nicely and it just sits there so pretty. Like, look at that. And then the front is like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look that way now. So another pro tip here is when you do this, especially if you have a lot of hair, some people have more hair than me, you want to spray it first and then come back and start to detangle. The reason for that is because after the aloe vera sits around for a while, it starts to turn into water, if that makes sense. So it's not as slippery and it doesn't, you know, give the full effect. The hair growth effect is still there, but the slipperiness is kind of gone away because the consistency is not as slippery anymore. That's why a lot of you guys ask me if I add water to my aloe vera, and I always say no, I don't. When you let it sit for a while, it is going to turn into kind of like a watery consistency. See how easy it is to comb? I'm combing through like it's nothing. So you just want to start from the very bottom and then work your way up. Never start combing your hair from up here. You always want to grab a little section and start to comb from down. Work your way up. Always work your way up. See that? Again, the reason you want to do this is because you want to protect your length. If you start combing your hair from up and you're forcing the comb to go through from the top all the way down, oh my God, you're going to damage your hair because it's going to break. And then I'm going to move on to the next part. That way, when I come back, the aloe vera juice has fully taken its effect on this part. And then we can go on to detangling. Okay, so we're going to move on to this section right here. Again, I'm going to take my aloe vera spray, spray it on. Look how slippery that still is. It still has a slipperiness. See that? Still very slippery. Ever since I discovered this method, guys, I have not changed it, y'all. This is my favorite way to detangle my hair, especially coming from a twist out. This is the best way to detangle my hair because, first of all, again, it's natural. You're not using any chemical. Secondly, you're literally paying like $1.99 to do your whole head. And it also helps tremendously with hair growth. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So this has been my favorite method, y'all. And it's so easy and very, very inexpensive. I went ahead and did the back. So let me show you guys. This is what the back looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to detangle. Okay, this is how much aloe vera juice I have left. Just a little bit, but that's fine because I'm just going to spray the hair. And my hair shrinks a lot too, y'all. Look at that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start to detangle. I've already used a big tooth comb to comb through. I'm going to comb it through a little bit more so you guys can see. So it's technically already detangled, but I just like to go through with a detangling brush just to make sure that all the hair is separated. So I'm going to spray a little bit of aloe vera, whatever I have left. And then I'm going to take my detangling brush and then start to detangle from the very bottom right there. But see the difference between the detangling brush and the comb? See what the detangling brush does? So that is why I like to go back through with a detangling brush. So I'm just going to do that for all the sections and then I'll be done. Okay guys, so I am done detangling. This is what it looks like. I like to do a side part, so I'm going to part it on the side. This is what it looks like. So now I can easily take my comb and comb through. See? See how easy that is? Let me show you guys the back. So this is it, guys. This is what I have. This is what my hair is looking like. guys, so this is it. The reason it has that white stuff is because of the product from the twist out that I did a few days back, but that's gonna go away. I've already done a wash day, but a lot of you guys like to see it and you guys have requested that I do it again. So I'm gonna do that in a separate video. So if you guys want to see that, stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is basically how I use the aloe vera to detangle my very dry hair. And you saw before how dried my hair was, but look how moisturized it look. It looks so good, and I can literally just take my comb and comb right through it. See that? That is what the aloe vera does, and I love, love, love that. I'm not sure what the porosity of my hair is. A lot of you guys keep asking me, what curl patterns do you have? Or, you know, what is your porosity? I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, guys. I'm new to this natural hair game. I've been natural, but I just wasn't filming videos about it. So I'm new to all the terminologies as far as it relates to natural hair. So if you guys want to tell me what my curl pattern is or what my porosity is, go ahead and leave a comment down below. That way I'll learn too. Because a while back I did a video and I named it something 4C hair. And all of you guys were like, girl, your hair is not 4C. Your hair pattern is, I think you guys said between, I don't even remember, but I do know now that my hair is not 4C. So if you guys want to diagnose it for me, go ahead and do that. And yeah, so I'm just going to let this sit for about 20-30 minutes and then I'm going to go ahead and wash it out. So as I said, if you want to see the wash routine, go ahead and stick around because that will be a separate video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.